Marble is a 16 one-hand, 13-year-old paint Irish sport horse gelding. He is a lovely horse to have in the barn. He clips, ties, bays, trailers, vet, farrier, easy to handle. He would be perfectly suited to a child coming off of a pony onto their first horse, or an adult amateur looking for just a fantastic horse to learn on. He is very level-headed. He's good on the trails, lovely to have around the barn, very straightforward to ride. He's got 3 excellent paces. His trot is fantastic. Lots of cadence and step. His canter is nice and smooth, very even and easy for, someone to learn to sit down onto, get up in half seat, let him canter along. He's got a great mouth, very good understanding of his bends and flexions, excellent lateral movement. He would be really well suited as a lower level dressage horse, a kind of local 2'6" horse. You could do some of the equitation, or he'd be a great lesson horse for someone as an addition to an excellent program. He has most recently been showing in the 2'6" local hunters with a kid, and he did a great job taking her around. He was excellent. Before that, he had done some lower level eventing and some bigger stuff, and he was great. We noticed as we started to do a little bit more with him, looking at maybe stepping him up, that he would just ever so slightly guard his front feet as he went into his turns, especially in the trot work, which was just struck us as a little odd. We went ahead and took some radiographs of his front feet and did some diagnostics, and though we didn't get too much on hoof testers, his radiographs actually showed that his bone structure was excellent. There was no changes, nothing like that, but that he did have very little heel, and that's where all of that soreness was coming from. So we were fairly aggressive about our farrier program, and we started, getting him shot at every 4 weeks. We put an air ride system on with a bar shoe. So if you think of a high density memory foam, that would kind of compress and expand with his foot to give him a little bit more support. And then he kind of those flat feet that you tend to see with horses with low heel that were kind of crummy. So his last shoeing, we actually put glue-ons on. And so because we weren't worried about having, foot to really nail into, we were able to take away a lot of that, yucky foot that we wanted to get rid of. He's been on, Farrier's formula and all of that, and he's just been looking fantastic. Obviously, we've, those shoeings alone, and we've invested a lot of money into making sure that he's sound and comfortable. But after talking, with our farriers and our vet, we think that, that we would rather see him doing something, like we said, as a 2'6" horse or a lower level dressage or something like that. We just don't think it would be fair to ask him to step up, especially after putting all this work into making him comfortable. We would hate to see him get that way again. He has a little bit of string halt, which is, very easily taken care of by some Prevacox. He's on a quarter of a tablet a day, and that makes that's all he needs, and it's not an issue. He loves to be turned out. He's an easy keeper, all of that stuff. He is going to need to, probably continue his shoeing. We feel like after, this round of glue-on shoes that he can probably go back. His hoof quality will have improved so much that we think he can go back into a little bit more of a traditional shoe. But that being said, he's probably going to need to be shod every 5 weeks or so. So it's important to us that we find someone who is able to do that. He is just a fantastic horse, a massive addition to any barn. We don't have enough good things to say about him. We really love him, and we're really, intent on finding him just a fantastic home where he's going to be able to continue on and teach somebody and be happy and comfortable as he does it. If you think you might be interested in him, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to tell you some more.